I never thought love could destroy me. I thought she was my peace, my safe place, my future. But one night, I saw something I was never supposed to see. And in that moment, everything I believed turned into a lie. Because she wasn't alone. And when she saw me, she didn't even look guilty. Clapperboard, Scene 1, Love Story Beginning, 1 to 3 o'clock. My name is Daniel. And this is how I lost trust in love. We met like normal couples do. Simple conversations. Late night chats. Laughing over small things. At first, she was everything I prayed for. She would call me randomly just to hear my voice. She used to say, "You make me feel safe." And I believed her. Completely. Because when you're in love, you don't look for lies. You look for forever. Clapperboard, Scene 2, Small Changes, 3 to 5 o'clock. But love always changes before it breaks. I started noticing small things. Her phone always face down. She smiled at messages but quickly locked her screen. She stopped telling me everything. And whenever I asked who she was talking to, she always said, "Just my friend." But the way she said it didn't feel normal anymore. Still, I ignored it. Because I didn't want to believe something was wrong. I trusted her with everything I had. I believed she was different. I believed she would never lie to me. But one single night changed everything. One moment, one door I opened. And my entire life collapsed in front of my eyes. And the worst part? She looked at me, like nothing was wrong. Clapperboard, Scene 1, Love Setup, 0:40 to 2 o'clock. My name is Daniel. And this is the story of how love destroyed my trust. We were perfect, or at least I thought we were. We talked every day. Morning messages. Late night calls. Plans for the future. She used to say, "You're the only one I trust." And I believed her. Because when you love someone deeply, you stop questioning them. Even when you should. Clapperboard, Scene 2, First Changes, 2 to 3:30. But things started changing. Slowly. Almost unnoticeable. Her phone started staying face down. She smiled at messages but never showed me. And when I asked who texted her, she always replied the same way. "It's nothing, just my friend." But her voice started to feel different. Her eyes avoided mine. And I started feeling something I couldn't explain. Doubt. But I ignored it. Because love always fights truth first. Clapperboard, Scene 3, Distance Grows, 3:30 to 5 o'clock. Days passed. She became more distant. Less calls. Short replies. And sometimes, she would disappear for hours. When I asked her, she said she was busy. But busy doesn't feel like hiding. One night, I tried calling her at 10 p.m. No answer. Then 11 p.m. Still nothing. But I saw her last scene was active. That's when I knew something was wrong. But I still stayed. Because I didn't want to lose her. Clapperboard, Scene 4, The Decision, 5 to 6:30. That Friday night. She told me she was tired. She said she was going to sleep early. Her message was simple. "Good night, babe, Redheart." I replied. "Good night, I love you." But something inside me wouldn't rest. My mind kept telling me, "Go check." I ignored it at first. Then it got stronger. So I made a deci. Scene 3, Distance Grows, 5 to 7 o'clock. Days turned into confusion. She became harder to reach. Sometimes she would reply hours later. Sometimes she would say she was busy. But I could see her online. That's when my mind started breaking. Not because of proof, but because of silence. One night I called her at 11 p.m. No answer. At 11:30. Still nothing. But she was active online. And that's when I felt it. Something was definitely wrong. Clapperboard, Scene 4, doubt takes over, 7 to 9 o'clock. I tried to stay calm. I told myself I was overthinking. But love doesn't let you sleep when doubt enters. That Friday night, she texted me. "I'm tired, going to sleep early." I replied. "Okay babe, good night Redheart." But after sending that message, my chest felt heavy. Something inside me kept whispering, "Go check." At first I ignored it. Then it became stronger. So I made a decision. That changed everything. Clapperboard, Scene 5, the walk to her house, 9 to 11 o'clock. I didn't tell her I was coming. I just went. The streets were quiet. Every step I took felt heavier than the last. My mind kept arguing with itself. What if she's really sleeping? What if I'm wrong? But I kept walking anyway. Because sometimes, truth is more important than peace. When I reached her house, everything looked normal. Too normal. Her room light was on. And that's when my heart started racing. Clapperboard, Scene 6, the moment before everything breaks, 11 to 1300 hours. I stood outside the gate for a moment. Listening. Silence. Then suddenly, a sound. Laughter. A male voice. My body froze. I slowly pushed the gate open. Every step felt like danger. I got closer to her window. And I saw it. She wasn't alone. She was sitting on the bed. Too close to someone else. And her phone was vibrating non-stop. I looked at the screen. And my name was saved as "Do Not Pick." Clapperboard, Scene 7, the shock, 13 to 14:30. I couldn't move. My mind went blank. She turned her head slowly. And saw me. No panic. No tears. Just silence. The guy stood up immediately and said, "Bro, it's not what you think." But I wasn't hearing anything. Because my heart had already broken. Right there. Not from betrayal. But from realization. Everything I believed was not real. Clapperboard, ending cliffhanger, 14:30 to 1500 hours. I stepped back slowly. She called my name. But I didn't answer. I turned around. And walked away. No anger. No shouting. Just silence. But as I reached the road, my phone vibrated. A message from her. And what I saw made me stop completely. Fire to be continued, Episode 2.